all good, and then I'll start sharing.
Slacking.
All right. Hello, hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
And we can hear you loud and clear, Truth.
Fuck yeah.
Woo. Hey. So yeah. Yep.
If you have not already, please repost the space.
We are
Already done.
first time live on YouTube this time.
Can you hear me?
And we can hear you. Oh,
Okay. That was my bad.
What's that?
that's Sippy.
That was my bad. I brought up the YouTube stream to watch it for a second. How far behind it is. Anyways,
I can hear me.
alright, so we will share all this. I guess I just share the space link in there or the live. What do I do?
I would share the space link. ADW.
That.
Dinner delivery.
I guess that's all good.
Yeah, Squirrel's here.
Yeah. Does DW want a microphone?
I'm Stumpy.
We could call him Stumpy.
I call him the vampire squirrel for reasons.
All right, I think we're good.
Okay. Woo.
Hey, it looks like we're live everywhere.
Yep,
I don't think my computer likes having all these live streams up, but
yeah, well. I'm looking to see what my computer's doing with all of my stuff running.
fine.
It looks like I'm doing good. Oh, yeah.
Doesn't.
I got like 12% CPU usage. I'm good.
Yeah, good.
Brought me dinner. I finished cooking like 5 minutes before the space started. So I haven't had a chance to eat yet. But that's okay.
Eating on the job.
Yep. Just like I did last night.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm about to be eating myself.
That's okay.
We were trying to figure out technical stuff and it just didn't work out.
Nope, sure didn't.
Yeah. Be all right.
We're flexible. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely getting some dropped frames.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're getting drop frames. You're only, yeah, your bit rate's really fucking low.
I don't know why.
Extremely low. Like less than half.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 6 frames per second.
Yeah. 1900 bit rate.
I'm wondering if it's the syndicating.
I'm wondering if it's your internet.
I wonder if it's your mama.
I'm gonna run my.
It just leveled out.
I'm gonna run my speed test really quick.
It's falling off again. I don't see where the syndicating would do that. It is what's you're sending it.
Yeah, I'm checking my. I'm doing a speed test really quick.
It should be able to, because you've done this before, right?
Yep. I mean, not YouTube before. The YouTube is new.
Well, yeah, but YouTube is through Rumble. We're not actually streaming
Yeah.
directly to YouTube.
No, I mean, my stuff is totally fine. It's not my internet.
Bob's saying his audio sucks.
Probably from my end for some unknown reason.
Yeah. What's your CPU look like?
15% usage,
Shouldn't matter.
down to 10%, 8%. I've only got got 2 cores that are looking a little high, but everything else is really low.
That's strange.
It is. My bit rate's like 2000.
Yeah, your bit rate's that's what the problem is.
Oh, now it's up 3000.
Seems like your upload on your end.
Now it's back down to. But I ran my speed test and everything was how it normally is. Like everything's normal.
Except you.
Well, yeah. That's a no-brainer.
So now we're back up to 4300.
Yeah.
4600. Very strange. We're having we'll call it technical difficulty.
That's weird.
I guess we'll just have to keep an eye on it. It is fluctuating quite a lot.
It is.
Keeps doing it. We can just swap off and all. Because that's very strange that it's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
Yep. What up, everybody? If you want a mic, request it. We will be bringing y'all up. We're going to be talking about the election. 30 seconds. I feel like it's been 30. The election dumb shit that happened yesterday. So
Yeah.
that's basically what we're talking about.
Sip, did you get the link out to all the groups?
As far as I know.
Okay.
Do you see one that I missed?
I'm just asking, so I'm not looking. I can flip through really quick, though. Yeah, it looks like you got them all. We good. If you haven't already, please repost the space. More people in here to hang out. We are also live, at least trying to be, on Twitch, Rumble, and XLive, and YouTube. It's our first time doing YouTube.
Oh.
And then if you want to speak, just request a microphone. We're like super open about people coming up.
Yep. And then like I said, like we are live, so like we'll actually have like stuff popping up on the live stream.
Do you want to give Truth co-host?
Did I not give it to him already?
Well,
Sure, I'll take it.
Fight co-host.
Yeah, if you're watching on the live stream, you can watch me eat. It's great.
Yeah, you'll be watching me eat here in a minute. Got my food just chilling here.
Did you turn off your camera? Did you turn off your camera because it disappeared?
Still connected.
Well, let me fix it. Are you sure? Because I'm not seeing you.
Yeah. Internet's. Yeah, you're back down to 2600 bit rate.
I'm saying 3500 on my end.
Yeah, it just popped back up to 3500. You're supposed to be at 4000, by the way.
But yeah, I'm not seeing it on the collab cam.
I mean, I can rejoin it. Find the link.
it's my first time streaming us with the cameras and everything, and just some growing.
Same, everything. Yep. Here's my collab count.
Now you're back.
You.
Welcome. Okay. So, our topic. Election night last night. And the aftermath since.
What is up, Agent of King?
Like the burning cars 40 minutes ago.
In the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
That's
begun,
true.
like Trump said.
See it in Rumble Studio, it actually brings the chat in from YouTube.
That's nice.
I would assume it does the same thing for
My
Twitch.
FPS is so bad, Zip. My bitrate is
Do we
currently.
need to stop? Yeah.
Oh,
You just popped up to 4,000.
From 500.
Do you want to swap off?
Can you run the stream and the space at the same time?
We're about to find out.
I've already got all the freaking pictures.
Well, you can still collab, share your thing. Remember?
Okay, yeah.
That out, yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Do I need to end my stream, or do you just take it over? We've never had to do this before.
I believe you're gonna have to stream, and then I will start mine. All right, guys.
We're gonna get this fixed.
Difficult.
The space is staying open. It's the streams that are gonna close down for a minute. Dismayed. Dismayed.
Assuming we're live.
Have you seen those videos?
Honestly, I'm more shocked about Jay Jones than I am on Dami. I figured Mondami would happen.
Yeah.
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 We are.
We
look like we're golden on. Let's see the other ones. We are up on YouTube.
Running.
Is it live or Memorex?
And are we up on Twitch? Up on Twitch. Boom.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was my internet.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Is what it is. So I still got a little bit of work to do because I don't know if we actually have audio. Didn't test my audio. Want to talk?
Yeah. So I compiled all of the major, essentially major races for the most up-to-date information at the latest vote dumps from earlier this afternoon. So we might as well just start off in New York City because that's the one that everybody's freaking out about the most, honestly. So at that time, Zora Mamdani had a lead of 181,000 votes, but Sliwa only took 146,000 of the votes. So it was not enough to make up the difference. So I think even if Sliwa had dropped and wasn't on the ballot, I think we still would have seen a Mamdani victory. I don't know. What do you guys think?
New York will find out.
Well,
Yeah.
look at how many people moved out of New York. I mean, that's why Florida is so full. That's why people have fled there. Sorry. So they lost all their voters. You know, all the Republicans left. So now it's like a bunch of leftists, running the insane asylum.
I think it's really, really difficult to project what may have happened if, for example, it was anyone other than Andrew Cuomo. I mean, his unique level of disdain with regular New Yorkers and especially NYC is like unmatched. Like I think Bin Laden would technically be more popular in New York City than Andrew Cuomo. So, like trying to do the math of, how Sliwa or any replacement level Republican or replacement level Democrat could have done is nearly impossible, and I think that Cuomo is like I hate any politician who loses and then runs as an independent. I mean, I think if you can't win your primary, like you should do the honorable thing and sit down. But um, I just really don't know how it could have went if Cuomo didn't run and just any other Republican ran.
Well, I mean, you have basically every single person on that ballot. It was anti-Trump. I mean, even Sliwa. Cuomo said he didn't want the endorsement. I mean, that could easily play a role.
Well, an endorsement
one from Trump
in New York.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still working on some growing pains. That's why I'm not talking yet.
Yeah, I mean,
well, it's not like Trump is popular in New York. Did you guys? I was watching Fox last night during the coverage, and they were showing some polling that Fox was doing in like California and New York, and any question involved Trump, it was like extremely negative, like high 60s, 70s. So when I was watching those polls, it's like there's no way in heck they're not going to go completely Democrat. I knew it at the beginning of the night, and that we can't overcome that. That's their problem, and I don't know what they're going to do about that one.
4 letters, FAFO. They will.
yeah.
Sad thing is, we're going to be the ones paying to clean up the mess. Do you know how expensive the collapse of New York City will be on the worldwide economy?
I mean, didn't they go bankrupt in like the late 70s, early 80s? I mean, it's happened before. And the media is already doing the pre like the preset for, oh, he's never going to be able to do all the stuff he said he would be able to do. So, they're already setting the expectation that it's just a big to do about nothing, really.
Well, New York City's not the same city it was back in the 70s and 80s either. There's a lot more money involved now. I don't know. I think it would be a lot different this time, especially the way everything has been kind of interconnected right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Wall Street's like pretty disconnected from the city itself. I mean, it's not like in the 80s up until the 90s that stock trading is even done on the NYSE floor, you know? It Wall Street being based in New York City is like saying the internet is based in any one random place. It's so dispersed. New York could, 9/11 happened and the stock market was open the next day. I mean, there's a good example, and that was 25 years ago.
Got a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying crazy stuff in the background, by the way. We got
We really are.
just controlling the freaking slideshow on my computer while I'm streaming and posting the space at the same time. So much fun.
I'm sharing it to his computer, and then he's running it onto the stream. Just keeping things interesting, guys.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the question is like, yeah, we have this guy that's going to be a mayor, but it's also like Trump made it clear that, he's going to do something about it. He had said today, we lost a little bit of sovereignty last night in New York, but we will take care of it. Don't worry.
I hope so.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he means by that.
The only thing I can think of is deportation under the Communist Control Act, and he's also a radical Muslim.
Yeah.
It's like Sharia law destroys everything it touches.
Yep. And
I
have
mean,
you guys
I
seen the
think
videos? Oh, sorry.
Yep.
No, you're fine. Yeah, I think Sharia law we're gonna see it very quickly in New York City.
Yep. Did you see the videos of the girls for Zoran talking about the Islamic Caliphate in New York and all this kind of shit? Like, they're not even hiding it now.
No.
Mm-mm. Nope, they're very open about it.
Imagine being a woman and supporting Sharia law.
Jinx is off camera eating weenies.
Eating weenies?
I'm not
Yeah,
eating weenies. I'm eating beef stew.
Yeah, she said she didn't want y'all to see her eating weenies on camera.
That was last night. I was not going to eat hot dogs on stream last night because that absolutely is what I ate last night.
Actually,
I do not need to
the
give
stream
that
probably
visual.
would have went viral for that.
It might have. But
sipping on weenie.
Sorry, guys.
You got to think of the podcast there, Jinx.
Well, okay. Next time I will do unspeakable things to a hot dog with my mouth. Fine.
There you go.
Wow, this is going to be
Make
a
us
big
go viral.
Uh-huh.
We're going to all have to have reminders for that date because we all have to be here to see it happen.
Right.
Of course, X isn't very visual. I don't understand how they're going to do, how they can do, can you guys do a live stream with X and video as well?
We do. We actually are.
We are live on X too.
Oh, okay.
Live on X.
Because all I
Rumble,
see is
Twitch,
the space.
YouTube.
Yeah. The live should be going from Sippy's account at this point.
Yeah, it
was originally going
over
from
to my account. Yeah.
The goal was to kind of double dip, have one of us run the space, the other run the live.
Yeah. Fair. Smart.
Didn't quite work out this time around.
Yeah. But that actually does bring us something that we're aiming to do. We like the collaborative experience that we're doing with this podcast, where it's not just Sippy and me talking all the time. We like the collaboration and the interactiveness of it, but spaces suck. We all know spaces suck. So what we're thinking is we have a JinxedSip Discord that we've opened up, and it's just for JinxedSip. It's not public in any way, shape, or form. You have to have the code. You have to get approved to come in and everything. So we're thinking about starting to run the audio from there instead of running the audio from spaces. That way people can still come in and talk and participate and stuff like that. So if that's something that you're interested in still continuing to do as we make the transition away from spaces, then you can join our Discord. The link is it's on our website, and our website is in both of our bios. So I know a lot of people don't have Discord, but it actually is pretty fabulous for this kind of thing.
Boomers.
Boomers indeed. But really, spaces suck.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
spaces
kinda
are
do.
horrible. It's like hard to capture the audio from them and stuff because they like to do some weird shit.
Really.
We've had to jump through hoops to get this going.
Yeah.
I believe it. Well, I have to reset my, so like when I leave this space and if I join another one, I'll have to reset my browser and sometimes reset everything just because it just nothing. I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah. I've had plenty of times where I can't even talk in a space because I'm not using the correct browser. My microphone just
Yeah.
won't work.
that's oops. Yeah, it's freaking crazy. You'd think it would actually work right. Instead, Elon's too busy pushing his little gay chatbot thing he's got. So
Yeah. See, they don't really pay attention to spaces at all. Even the X Live has more analytics and stuff than the spaces.
Oh yeah.
Like way more.
how come you guys don't use X Live?
We do.
We
We're
are now.
live on X.
Yeah. We're in spaces and X Live right now.
Yeah.
Both.
Oh, that's what that is.
Literally doing both. Yep.
I'm retarded. I'm still trying to even learn. Yeah,
That's okay.
I see it.
So we are back to Mom Donnie. We are already seeing an effect here. The an FDNY fire commissioner who happens to be Jewish handed in his resignation this morning.
Yep.
And you also have like the NYPD. They've already said that a whole bunch of them are going to resign if he got elected. So not only are you going to see a mass exodus of just residents in general, no one's going to have to worry about defunding the police with Mamdani because they're going to defund themselves because they're going to all leave.
I find that to be hilarious.
I do as well. I also don't blame them one bit.
Nope. But there's going to be plenty of Muslims come in to take their place. You know it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The new Dearborn.
The biggest city in the country. That's
just
terrifying.
Yep. And did you see the one got elected lieutenant governor of Virginia last night as well?
Yep.
And she's an Indian. Dot, not feather.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me of a idea that I had today, thinking about. So if the Democrats want to capture the Muslim / jihadi, populace, then it may make a lot of sense for the Republicans to really do some massive outreach into the either or both of the Hindu and Punjab communities, because historically those three don't get along at all, and Punjabs are very, very loyal. It's really bad that whenever America sided up with Pakistan, that we didn't go the other way and side up with India, but Punjabis are very, very loyal, and they would make a very good counterforce to the jihadi movement going on in the Democrat Party. Just something that came to mind for me as far as coalition building.
Yeah, I could see that.
So the 7-Eleven people versus the 9/11 people.
There you go. That's pretty good.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
Yeah, that's that meme's happening right after this space.
They're just going to start throwing poop at each other, though.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, we got plenty of those stories from Sippy last night. From the sandbox.
Yeah. That shit's, yeah.
All right, so.
All right. don't you want to bring up that really freaking recent thing that we don't know anything about yet?
Huh?
The what I called probably a celebration that happened like right before we went live.
Oh, yeah. There was a car that exploded in the Bronx about an hour and a half ago.
What?
Yeah.
And I guess firefighters were already on the scene. Some firefighters were injured. I have no other information beyond that right now.
Well,
I mean, did the Jets win a game or something? That sometimes happens when a sports team wins.
Jets
I
don't
mean-
win games. You know that.
I mean, Mom Donnie won the mayor race. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that all right. I see the tie-in now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
they're just celebrating
So-
Allahu Akbar together.
Yeah.
Allah Smack Bar. At least 5 FDNY firefighters were hospitalized with burns after a car exploded in the Bronx. An investigation is underway.
And the FBI better get in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everything is just saying cause is unknown. Witnesses describe him as blast, shook nearby buildings and sent flames towering into the night sky.
Oh, somebody's writing
There's
a
video.
fucking fiction book. Oh, Truth.
It was Mario
Nice.
novel.
Truth posted something.
Yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
wow. Yeah, that's a pretty good video.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's put his up in the jumbo. A bit harder for me. I got so much stuff going
Got
on
it.
right now. You got it?
Yep.
Yay. Send the jumbo.
That's a
I'm
little
gonna-
9-second clip, but it's a big boom.
We'll
Mhm.
try to hook the
Big
people
boom.
up on the
Oh, that ain't.
stream.
But no one knows anything yet about it.
Crazy timing, right?
Right?
Yeah. It's-
There's no such thing as
It's
a
weird.
coincidence, man.
I'm not a big believer in coincidences.
It's not when Sharia law is involved.
Nope.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Because I mean,
I'm working on that
when is he
stream,
he
people.
gets put in January?
I'm working on that stream, people. Trying to get it where they can see it too. A lot going on, and
I
I'm
think-
kind of ad-libbing as we go.
Yeah. This sucks though because it means you got to run all the streams.
Yep, I realize that.
The goal is to make less work for both of us by sharing the load.
Did
Well said.
do y'all ever remember hearing about how Muammar Gaddafi had an all-female assassin squad that used to travel with him everywhere he went?
The Amazons, or is that what they were called?
I don't know that they had an actual name, but that was the first thing I thought of today when I heard that Mamdani's transition team is an all-female team. I was like, part James Bond, part Muammar Gaddafi.
Do they have a uniform of a hijab? Do they have to wear a full fucking burqa?
That would be hilarious.
You know,
I wouldn't be surprised.
that explosion is like, it's not a powerful explosion. It's a big one. It wasn't powerful, if that makes any sense.
It looked kind of like more like gas.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah,
like
kind of.
It didn't have like a shock wave, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
Well, what we're seeing in the picture is an after. So that could have been a secondary explosion. I don't think we caught the first one in that video.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right on that.
Did you hear Al Akbar at the end?
Nope, just oh. That's all I heard. Oh. That was it. Want me to do it again?
Al Akbar.
Oh.
Or it was oi.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
But yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That back, bring that.
Yeah, New York City's cooked, y'all. They're fucking cooked.
They've
They
been
are
cooked
so
for a
good.
while.
Hell, they're like well done at this point.
Burnt.
They
Yeah,
voted for
they're
us.
like the way Sippy likes his steak. Well done.
That's
Just
how I
you
like
Well,
my
I think
beef
I like it
jerky.
raw.
steak hating bastard.
No, that's how I like my beef
Us-
jerky. She knows damn well I don't eat well done.
Sorry, medium well.
Yes, medium well. Yes,
Still a fucking hockey puck.
still got fucking pink in it.
The cow didn't need to die twice. Medium rare bust.
The cow's ancestors. Shame
I'm
on
not
you,
missing a
too.
bunch of iron, from bleeding and not dying every month.
I think it's the blue hair though too. It don't help.
Yeah.
Nope.
I
Doesn't
prefer
help at all.
medium or medium well.
Yeah.
Well, we did get good news out of Minneapolis, though.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Which was ironic because I was listening to Newsmax while I was driving this morning, and all morning they kept talking about they lost in Minneapolis, so I just took it as fact. And then when I stopped today at like 3 p.m., I looked it up, and it's like, no, wait, he lost. Like, I don't know what Newsmax was talking about. So
Either way, it's still a Democrat, but at least it's not the I'm the captain now. His ship has sailed, crashed.
yeah, I don't even know if there's any Republicans to run for office in Minnesota in general.
Point.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Sippy, I had to fix the stream images. I didn't have them updated for
Way to
adding more in.
go. Way to go.
I think that's something that last night kind of showed us is that the Republican Party on the local level basically does not exist, except
That's
in
garbage.
places like Florida, Alabama, these places that actually have, normal people. But, where everybody else is, where the left is, I mean, they basically have a stranglehold on the entire populace. Like here in New Mexico, we got gerrymandered to where we don't even have a Republican representing anybody. So, I mean, some of it's that districting power that they have, and that can really kill a party too in a state.
I don't think I can fix it because I'm still sharing them to you.
What?
I can't fix it until I stop sharing them to you, so I'm going to stop sharing them to you first.
Why can't you fix it?
Because it's currently in use.
Well,
I'm sharing it.
Oh man, now I got.
Yeah, I was in a space or a hangout. I'm not sure what it's called. A couple of hours ago, and it was like some, I guess, party insiders, a little bit more professional than our level, I guess. And it got pretty heated. They're doing their post-mortem, but they, in their own language, said basically what you just said, as far as the disappointment they have is with the local level and the people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. So somebody named Tiffany Savage said she's working on a trustee that at this point is about 12 pages long on what can be done better next time around. But one thing that she highlighted was that the playbook that the Democrats are running nationally right now is basically the exact same blueprint that the American Socialist Party of the 1930s, whatever, was running. And I think that's pretty instructive. So I'm going to try to get that material and break it down into stuff that I can disseminate on my website.
Yeah.
Just as an example of how ancient they're ran, I went to one meeting of my local county Republican thing. They had a meeting at a church, everybody was there. And it was a joke, literally. The big thing that they were pushing was a period style dinner for the ladies in the style of Titanic. That was it. That was
the definition of worrying about the wrong things.
Yep. And they had some lame dude up there talking, oh, he's going to be the next great thing for New Mexico. Nobody even knows his name. He didn't, run or win anything. So the Republicans just sit there. They have little to no budget, and just sit there, basically strangleholded by the Dems, who usually funds the opposition.
It's all about keeping the status quo for the most part.
Yep.
They don't want change. Same shit every day.
Because in these state parties, most of them, they all know each other. They all wash each other's back. It doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat. They're all either related, or they all went to school together, or they all started in the same cesspool together.
I'm sure you've heard the saying, "A bird of a feather flocks together," right? Same, yeah, same coin, different side.
Yep. And the
Absolutely.
locals, yeah.
What happened? She said absolutely.
She said sorry. Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And even Trump said, if he's on the ballot, he won. But without Trump and that national effort, the local system just... So living in a blue occupied state, everybody here basically says there's no point voting. They always win. That's how it's looked at anymore, except on the national elections.
Yeah.
I lived in Maryland for a little bit, so I can understand the blue state mentality. But yeah, it seems like everyone's piggybacking off of expecting Trump to do everything. They don't want to get their own hands dirty.
Yeah, I mean, I live in a blue state, and our voter turnout was abysmal. An average of like 20% voter turnout. And when you have local elections where you have the Democrat winning by 2,000 votes for a state Senate position.
I think it also plays into the fact that the Democrats are fanatical, and they'll just vote to spite Trump and those who vote for him.
Well, and they also run places where they know that there's nobody to run against them. Like, how many local or state level positions do you guys have in your blue states where they are always unopposed? It's a Democrat or it's two Democrats, and there's never a Republican, and it's just like, oh, gee, like nobody ever runs.
Well, for example, North Carolina just reelected the same Democrat that basically ran the state into the ground. So it's just going full circle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
yeah, they haven't
and right after Arena too.
Mm-hmm.
A kind of counterintuitive idea that I've kind of stumbled upon is for all these unopposed races, all these places where we're just conceding victory before it. Why don't we just lean into the corruption? Because the problem is people don't want to go and devote themselves to public service, because theoretically, if you're doing it for the right reasons, you're not doing it for what's in it for you, right? Well, let's flip that on its head and say, guess what? Run for this and you will make $1 million per year. I know the salary is only $50,000 per year, but the corruption involved, I guarantee you make at least $1 million, maybe even more. And if you could get people to run on that, at least you understand what they're running for, and they might be on our side.
I mean, it makes sense, but the Democrats are so hell-bent on public smearing and assassination of character that it wouldn't last very long.
Well, I mean, they're doing the same thing. They're just not admitting it.
Well, and see, too, is they know how to get on the ballot. Most states have a very complicated process to get on the ballot. It requires petitions. It requires this. It requires that. And if you ain't got nobody to help you, you ain't getting nowhere.
Yeah, basically. So let's take Arizona, for example. We know how corrupt that state is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not as corrupt as mine, but I'll give you that.
Is Arizona corrupt? Because I'm buying land out there, and if, like, I was thinking about the place where I'm buying the land, running for mayor someday. So, like, it'd suck if it's corrupt, but if it is, I'll just run on the corruption ticket.
The last couple of times that Arizona's had elections, there's been mass fraud and ballot servers going down, all sorts of stuff. The same that happened on the election and when Trump ran for it and he lost. Same shit, different tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arizona's pretty bad.
Yep. They just happen to have they have a larger population than New Mexico because for the longest time they actually were a very conservative state. They were like this buffer zone, this little hideaway in between New Mexico and California, two hells, But the left finally infiltrated Arizona, and now it's been leftist, the last 3 cycles now, I think?
Like
Arizona is going down the same path that Colorado is currently going down.
Yep. New Mexico is
terrifying
far
thought.
down that path as well.
What I've
Spreads from
noticed,
California.
what the Democrats do is they infiltrate and then they spread their mentality to other states when they move or flee, quote unquote, flee.
Yeah.
They're trying to spread their ideology to states that don't want them, which is why so many people think, hey, stay in New York. We'll just build a wall around you.
Yeah. I'm done running this state into the ground. I'm going to go move on to the next one. Go run it into the ground.
Like
Pretty
locusts.
Yeah, and like what we were talking about last night, that's kind of what's happening in North Carolina right now.
Carpetbaggers.
Yeah, you'd
really
think after what happened with stabbing on the bus and everything, things would change, but it doesn't seem like it is going to.
I
And that's a
think
sad thought.
I think unfortunately we're going to have to see something basically nationwide that's massive before the rest of them wake up.
Well, did you guys see the plane that crashed in Kentucky
Mhm.
yesterday?
What was it? 11 people dead so far.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I saw it take off, but I saw the fire on the left engine as well.
Yeah.
Before it flew
Yeah, it
into
looks
a
like the
different
left engine completely disconnected. And then there was a petroleum recycling facility at the end of the runway.
Oh, that's great.
That's why it exploded so much.
They never watched the movies, right?
Whose
They
bright
always have
idea was that?
Right?
somebody that really
Who
liked
knows?
the movie Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that movie. Gosh.
We're old,
It's honestly one of my favorites.
right?
Jinx is very old. Huh?
I mean,
You're no
doesn't
spring
everybody
chicken
keep
either,
a
Sippy.
doesn't everybody keep a cardboard box of oily rags right next to an electrical outlet? I thought that was building code.
Right?
Yeah. Box
No,
of
it
matches
is.
next to it just as well.
I'm pretty sure OSHA requires it, actually.
And make sure you keep your propane tanks inside your house, right?
Yes.
Don't really
There's the
do that though. I could just see
It's
me getting a
sarcasm,
call
people.
from. I know.
I
I could just
really-
see myself getting a call from corporate tomorrow. Why were you telling people to put?
I really want to get to 10 viewers on Rumble just for the sheer fact that I want to do the Blue Chew read. We have a Blue Chew ad available, but we have to have at least 10 viewers. Either way it goes.
Sippy just wants to talk about that little blue pill.
Yeah. Well, it's a chew. It's a Blue Chew. Get it right. We also got Blackout Coffee available.
What about that
Couple
one
other
that's been
things that I
trolling
don't-
everybody online lately?
Which one?
What's that?
Can't find it now.
Got the Wellness Center. A couple of different ones for them. Blockhaven. I don't know what the hell that is. See how Rumble works is it gives you a bunch of available ads, and then once you hit the minimum viewership, then it'll tell you how many or how much they're offering per viewer.
Wow.
It's usually like a penny.
Yeah, normally a penny unless it's the NFL, and then they blur with
Desperate.
like 8 cents.
NFL is so fucking desperate.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'd be
NFL.
desperate if I was the NFL too. Their ratings are tanking.
NFL and the crypto
Oh, yeah.
stuff. All the crypto stuff pays more than a cent too.
Yeah.
But we have decided.
Why did you
we
give
are
it another
not
Rumble
doing-
follower? I'm watching on my account.
We are not
I have
going
it
to do
muted.
either of those things. The crypto nor
Can we
the
talk about
NFL.
Prop 50?
Can we?
I would love to talk about Prop 50.
Can we talk about
It's
how
horrible.
they went ahead and checked it yes before it had any results loaded?
Within like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Of the polls closing.
Literally 2 or
Everybody
3
had it as
minutes.
pass.
Yeah, everybody had it as a yes, and there was literally no results in yet.
Yeah.
That's coincidence, right?
Oh, I took a screenshot
Oh,
of it and
entirely.
posted it. so-
Definitely.
I mean, you guys saw the thing about the mail-in ballots, right? How if you marked it as yes, like the little window on
No, as
the
if you voted against it. If you voted against it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That way they could, deep six it before they counted it.
Are you kidding me, Blue Chew? They're offering less than a penny per viewer.
They're not desperate.
Rude. Fucking rude.
We got
Slap in the
some
face.
Blue Chew users in here. Is that what I'm hearing? Because it's
Apparently.
so common.
Crypto.com is offering 66 cents for our 11 viewers. Everybody else
Hey,
is
so
a cent.
Gavin Newsom made his Prop 50 victory speech last night, and he said, "We need the state of Virginia. We need the state of Maryland. We need our friends in New York, in Illinois, and Colorado. We need to see other states meet this moment head on as well."
How can anyone with actual working brain believe anything Gavin Newsom says? He's like the epitome of a narcissist.
You just answered the question.
Yeah, it's another one of those. He's got a silver tongue, and it's
I
the
don't think
charisma. It's the
I
charisma.
don't think it's that. Actually, it's the TDS.
I think Gavin Newsom, we don't really have to worry about that guy too much because I don't know if anybody has told him, but he's the wrong color, gender, and race for his party. So he is never going to be the presidential candidate. Whatever he does is a waste of time.
That's David Hogg. Remember, they booted him because he wasn't gay enough.
Yeah, their ratio was skewed between white straight
money?
men.
Sorry, you aren't fabulous enough for our party. We're gonna need you to step down.
Well, Harry Sitchin's gay enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Harry Sitchin isn't an American. He's out of state and country.
Yeah, fine, Krasenstein.
He likes to run his mouth though and get his daddy to go after people when they come after him. Oh no, I spoke, and you're coming for me now.
Like, I'm so conditioned now to not think of Obama as an American that I keep forgetting that Mom Donnie is not supposed to be able to run for president. I just keep thinking that's the next step for that guy.
He's also not supposed to be able to be in this country because he lied on his immigration papers.
Imagine that the things that are supposed to work correctly aren't because they're somehow circumventing the system.
Well, and there's people are saying that he got illegal donations to his campaign from foreign entities.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's election fraud.
Yeah, that's convictable if they want to go ahead with it.
I wish they would.
Should.
Well, who knows?
Yeah, that's a Democrat MO.
7 years in prison sounds about right.
They have to cheat to win.
Well, and one thing else too, we know in New York State, illegals vote.
Absolutely.
Because when they apply for welfare, they're registered to vote, or when they apply for a driver's license /ID /whatever, that state, man, they just, and then it's legal. They have it's a state law that they passed that could allow how did they word it? Non-legal citizen residents could vote in local elections or some shit.
Yeah, and what's stopping them from voting on other?
Nothing. Like who's checking? They don't even check.
No voter ID, nothing. They just let it pass through, and there's nothing to check. Like, oops, that's not in our manual. I literally saw a post earlier with someone questioning him about, like, how are you going to tell if I'm the one voting or if it's me? And I was like, well, we have to look for a manual to tell us. I was like, you don't know that offhand? It's like, it's common sense.
The only way that they validate ballots in Washington is signature verification on the envelope.
That's backwards. People can somehow, like, do counterfeit signatures very easily. It's like there's so many ways to get around that.
So what, do they have like a database of your signature to match it against? How are they gonna know that I didn't?
Yeah, that's exactly what they have.
Yeah, they use your signature that you sign on when you get your license.
Yep. So it runs through an automated system to look for a match, and if it doesn't match, then it has to be manually matched. And they say that like a third of them don't match, and they have to check them manually. And they say that they contact you to verify your ballot if your signature they can't, validate
Yes.
it, your signature, but
Yes.
Most of the time they don't.
yeah,
Wow,
it
that's
just depends on who
crazy.
you're voting for.
That is a crazy system right there. I can't imagine it.
And that,
Yep.
with all the illegals getting driver's license, that's exactly how they're voting.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's why California got that enforcement on giving people licenses to drive trucks because of the casualties, the last 3 crashes. People are not very happy about that. Rightfully so.
But this is what, 3 decades worth of this going on?
And it's only being really talked about now in
Exactly.
2025. It's like there's so much dysfunction in this country, and no one actually wants to take the reins and fix it.
Well, and the thing is what we don't understand, or what some people don't understand, is okay, we elected our president to do the things that he said he was going to do. Okay, well, he can't fix every single state, every single city, every single county, every single problem in our country all on his own. And we, since obviously the people that live in our state, we know, Jinx talking about Washington, and we know how, these blue states suck. Well, maybe we have to somehow get involved, locally. But how do we do that with a Republican Party that won't even look at us twice?
Well, the problem with the Republican Party, from what I've noticed, is that they're too busy sitting on their hands and waiting for other people to do the job for them. It's like, what's the point of electing these people if they're just going to sit there and do nothing and pander to the other side of the aisle instead of doing what they need to do? Because that's what I've noticed with Speaker Johnson. He talks the talk, but he doesn't actually do anything.
Right. I mean, he's done more than others have. I mean, he's better a speaker than Paul Ryan was. Okay, I have to give him that.
Paul Ryan was a two-faced snake. I'll give you that.
He's still a Mike with no Johnson, though. Like you say, he's all talk.
Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
That was fun.
I don't think Paul Ryan ever really wanted that job. I think he got drafted into it.
Well, he wanted it until Trump was actually going to be the president. He didn't want it then.
Yeah.
Guess he didn't want to do anything.
Exactly. He wanted to play the game.
Yeah, he knew Trump would hold him accountable to do his job correctly.
Yeah. But now we're faced with the Senate that's full of spineless retards. That's fun.
It's so bad.
We
don't want to do the filibuster. We don't want to do this. We don't want to do that. You know what the freaking Democrats are going to do as soon as they have majority again? End the fucking filibuster.
Yep.
Democrats wield power. Republicans are afraid of it.
On the topic of the local running, if the Republican Party is literally leaving the local races out to hang, then there's no benefit of running as a Republican. And in a lot of places, a candidate, say they have enough charisma that they can get, media attention. There's no benefit of saying you're Republican if the Republicans aren't helping you. So at that point, then you can just say independent or conservative or whatever, and work your way up that way. Like, I mean, unfortunately I went to college, and part of my college was political science, and unfortunately the history of third parties here in America is not great. But like, I think theoretically, I think Trump could have won as an independent. Ross Perot made waves as an independent the first time in 92, not 96. Ralph Nader, I mean, he could have won if he would have ran as a not Green Party. If he would have ran as an independent, I think he would have done better. So locally, I don't think these local candidates that are getting nothing from the Republican Party should even bother declaring as Republican. Just declare as an independent.
So, from what I've noticed so far, paying attention to what's going on in Britain, for example, all of them are so scared of being called racist that they're just putting their head down and letting themselves get steamrolled. It's like, you want change, you have to fight for change. You just can't say it and not do it.
Yeah.
Republicans seem to be, well, some of them have the mind to speak what they really want to do and everything, but we just have to see what's going on.
Well, and the problem with the whole independent idea is what that does is it splits the vote every time. And, and I understand, the Republican Party is corrupt, not as corrupt as the Democrats, but then again, that's not saying much. You look at the Libertarian Party, right? They are a spoiling party. If you really look at it on a state level, and you mentioned Ross Perot and Ralph Nader, neither one of them had a hoot in hell of winning. All they did was pull votes that would have voted against Clinton in those two elections. Because if you notice, after that, it was some weird green lady and Ralph John. What was that guy's name? Gary Johnson. Like the third party thing hasn't really existed since those two spoiler candidates that kept Clinton in.
Yeah.
So, and we're not designed for more than two parties. I mean, we see what's going on with Prop 50. That's the conversation right now.
And see, I mean, I definitely agree with you on national, but like on the local level is what I'm talking about. Like when we're saying at one point that a lot of races are going unopposed because there's not even a Republican that doesn't even feel like running in that local district, then why doesn't somebody, if they want to change the world in the local place that they live, instead of them saying, you know what, I'm going to run for dog catcher, but I'm going to do it as a Republican. Instead, why don't they just say, I'm going to run as an independent? And then they still have just as much of a shot of winning as not winning either way. And then if they, are the best dog catcher in the freaking world and they can move up to state assembly or whatever, they've already got their bona fides as an independent. Like at some point, the Republicans are come knock on their door, and I would like to see somebody that builds up enough to when the Republicans come knock on their door, they give them the finger and say, "Guess what? You didn't help me get here. I don't need you."
Well, like I said earlier, the issue with that being is that right now, from what I've noticed, is that Republicans and the Democrats are so busy internally sabotaging each other that any new candidate that comes in is going to get publicly smeared and dragged to the bottom of the abyss. They don't want any newcomers coming in. They don't want change. They just want the same old, same old. Like, I can understand what you're saying. I mean, we need people that are actually going to front line and, like, take the action to them and keep their promises. But from what I've noticed, living close to DC and everything, is that politicians are corrupt regardless of which party they're in.
Yeah, for sure. And the hard thing on the local stage is the ones that can run for office are the ones that have the money and connections. The ones that should run for office, we have to work 9 to 5s and don't have time to go run for something that either does, like, for example, our state legislature is not paid. They get a per diem. So then they're only in session 2 times a year. So, I mean, who's going to give up, paying bills to do that?
No one's going to give up paying bills to do that. The main issue being, from what I've noticed, is that there's so many people on the left sending death threats and doxing people that anybody that would have the inkling to do anything is too scared to do it because of the threat to their family and everything else.
That's definitely an issue as well, because we can't afford security. Some rich guy, I mean, I love Trump, but he can afford security. He can say whatever he wants. Me, I go out on the street and say what I want. I can't afford the security. And,
Like, I was watching a video of New York City earlier about Nick. I'm sure many of you follow him and everything. And people were literally saying, well, what if I do a citizen arrest on you? Like they're yelling, calling him a Nazi and Gestapo, and I'm like, if you know your history, you know that the people that are trying to do citizen arrests are just as much as a Gestapo and a Nazi than actual Nazi. Like, it makes no sense. None of them know history, but they just love tearing down everything that represents it and tells them, oh yeah, that was a mistake. Let's not do that again.
Well, they don't care. They think it's going to work this time, right? And
Yeah, every time is different, right?
Yeah,
Anybody with a working brain that knows their history understands that communism will never work.
For sure. But see, right
Name
now,
a time that it has worked, just like socialism.
Exactly.
I mean, the only time it worked was during the fall of the it's the royal family in Russia, where they killed the entire family.
It didn't work then either.
The Romanovs.
Was it the Romanovs?
The Bolshevik Revolution?
Yeah, the Bolshevik Revolution.
Yeah, but they killed the Romanovs is what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that didn't work either. Like, that, they collapsed in 1991, remember?
Collapsed in 1991, but they had a good stretch. But communism doesn't work regardless either way.
Well, I mean, I agree in theory, but on the other hand, who's the big enemy? The CCP. So, I mean, theoretically, communism has worked in one place.
That's because everyone in the CCP would make you disappear if you talked out. That's just how communism works.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the Russians had the same deal and they still failed. So, I mean, I don't know why it worked in China and didn't work in Russia.
Well, that's mostly because in Russia they stretched their resources too thin trying to compete with America in the space race. And they collapsed internally.
Yeah, China didn't do anything like that. They sat and long gamed it like they're good at, and they've always been very communal anyway. So Mao, if you really look at him, was a real piece of work. The system isn't really. Their system's really weird. It's like a mixed economy because they do have somewhat of a free market within the country and global trading and shit, but it's still all owned by the Communist Party, of course. So I mean, I wouldn't want to live there, but there's
The
plenty of
communist
simps.
nation is built on the bodies of many who didn't agree with them. That's just how.
And just look at Cuba, right off our shores. They're still sitting there. They're still communist, but I wouldn't call that a success.
Yeah.
Venezuela
system has its flaws, yeah. It just depends on who's willing to speak out and show the world what's right and what's wrong.
What we need is the Monroe Doctrine to come back, or Manifest Destiny, whichever one, and just, solve the problem we have in the Americas with communism, narco-terrorism, and all these psychos. Just end it, fix it, make everybody happy, and then worry about everybody else.
I agree. And speaking of Venezuela, in that that space I was in a few hours ago, it kind of devolved into an argument about, like, why Venezuela? Why not Mexico? Why aren't we going after Mexico? Why Venezuela? And I did a real quick article that's up on my site now as to why it's Venezuela, and it's actually brilliant, like why we're going for Venezuela. And the short version is because that's where Iran, China, and Russia are all working together right now. And if we can hit those three in the same place and achieve our goals in the same place, like, it makes sense. Like Venezuela, if we can win down there, and we can win very easily, it's gonna set back all three of our adversaries like a significant amount. So Venezuela is really like the big game going on right now. And if we can win, it's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah. And you're right. It's more the international focus, and we can deal with Mexico later. They're like the little redheaded neighbor we just deal with after the fact because we already conquered them once. I mean, we should just do it again, get it over with.
Mm-hmm. They got a lot of oil too.
Mm-hmm.
America loves oil.
Yep. Surprised we haven't
Drill,
been in there
baby,
already.
drill.
Yeah. My thing with Venezuela isn't Venezuela where most of the drugs production is? Where they're shipping all that stuff out?
lot of it, yeah. You got it in
Yeah.
Colombia as well.
Like the center focal point, if we hit Venezuela, we cripple all of the nations around that are trying to help each other to undermine U.S.
It
You
would be
take
a
out
massive
the
blow,
middleman. Yeah, you take out the middleman, everything falls apart.
And then we'd have to deal with Colombia because then they would go nuts. We'd have to take them down too because they're the cocaine leader. And all these cartels are intertwined anyway throughout Latin America. So I mean that just once they get pissed off enough, they really start doing ugly things. So I hope they don't start. But,
Well, it's like an army of ants attacking let's say, lion of some sorts, just crushing them every time they pop up. I mean, they're quite literally just drug runners. They don't have any military experience, and the ones that they have are probably mercenaries. Like, I've heard people say, oh, well, the cartels are going to do so-and-so to the U.S. military. It's like, if the U.S. military wanted to flatten the country, they could just do it in a day. Like, I don't understand all these people trying to talk. It's like, okay, we'll see how that goes.
Well, we have to realize we flattened Iraq in a week, and then they really sucked for the next 20 years. So I mean,
that's only because we tried to rebuild them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
insurgent style warfare sucks.
Yeah, it
Can
does. But
if you guys don't mind, I would like to say a few words on this topic.
yeah, go for it.
Sure.
It really hurts me deep in my heart to watch those quad Mercruiser fishing boats blown to fucking smithereens. I mean, I'm really deeply affected by that. Them guys are out there just trying to fish, and everybody in a fishing boat has those big displacement motors that, and all those 50-gallon barrels in there. I mean, never mind that. That was fresh catch. I mean, so I'm really deeply hurt, and so hurt that I could watch those videos on fucking loop all goddamn day. So
Yeah. Yeah.
You and me both.
I always thought it was
God
chum.
bless our fucking president for real. I mean, fuck.
I feel like the barrels have chum in them. That's what it is.
Yeah, they have cum in them.
Yeah.
Extra fish food is floating around.
But yeah, I just love the posts like, oh my God, they're innocent. He doesn't have the power to do this. Yeah, he fucking does. They're a threat to our national security. Blow them the fuck out of the fucking water, for fuck's sake.
Now, threat to national security, plus they're bringing drugs into our country, which is killing people.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody has seen this that we're talking to right now. Everybody has seen somebody that's suffering from addiction in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The thing that blows my mind, honestly, is all the people complaining about Trump working on a ballroom. I'm like, there's so many other things that you could focus on other than a remodeling of a building. Oh no, Trump is fixing a building with his own money. Oh, shocker.
They're acting like he's the foreman and he's there on site all day, every day, not doing anything else.
Yeah,
fucking Barack put a $300 million basketball court in the White House.
They all
no
just
one said
really,
anything, right? It's just
really just love to
radio
speak,
silence.
man.
I swear, some Democrats just love listening to them speak.
Why? So we can watch Angel Reese miss every layup?
Looks like Sid the Sloth out there trying to play basketball.
Her eyes are so apart, man.
Hey, thank you for letting me speak, guys. I just like to get in a couple words edgewise. I'll let you guys.
You sound like you had a lot to get off your chest.
Yeah.
It's not. I see this fucking bullshit every day. These fucking people that can bitch and complain, but you know what? You live in the freest fucking country in the world. Shut your fucking mouth and fucking make your life better if it sucks, you losers.
Right. Or go someplace else where it's better.
This guy.
You'd think that would fit like the narrative, but the left loves playing the poor me, pity me card. It's like, oh, we could fix these cities and all these counties, but we have them all poor and snagged around our finger. Well, why should we fix it when we can just keep doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Well, nothing brings more pleasure to my heart than watching these fucking fat, degenerate slobs fucking have to get a job because their benefits are about to get fucking cut off.
Yep.
We're the ones that are just going on rampant stealing sprees and then cry when they get arrested. It's like, I mean, what did you expect? Consequences happen. I know that's like an incompetent thing for most of them to understand. Like, oh, they're going to throw me in jail for stealing?
They're 15-second individuals, right? What happens now doesn't affect 15-second later them, right? So they might have done something horrible right now. Well, 15 seconds later, they didn't do nothing, you know. So
Didn't do nothing, right? Their brain just resets. Like, oh, I'll do it again tomorrow.
Shout out Dindu crew.
like the ones that say, "Arrest me, then." Right? So the cop goes over. He starts putting. What are you doing? Well, you can't arrest me. Don't do it. I lose brain cells every time. You know, I had an
extra
interaction.
charge for resisting arrest. It's like, so you're going to record yourself resisting arrest, make yourself look like a dumbass, and then when you get taken into court, I'm like, okay, replay the video. Oh, well, I didn't do that. You're on video. That's not me.
And it's all because they didn't want to give them their ID, right? You know, the police show up to do their job, license, registration. I don't have to give you nothing. Oh my God, here we go. You know, I dealt with the cops today, added an hour to my day. Here's my stuff. Thank you.
You just put your hand on the steering wheel, give them your license, and just relax. So simple.
Yeah, hey, you know why I pulled you over? Because I'm on my phone. Oh, yep, bingo. All right, write the ticket.
No, you're supposed to yell, say, no, what's your name and badge number?
No, I can't do that because I'm not retarded.
Don't move. Whee! There they go.
I just put up.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time it's just they don't know how to follow directions. All you gotta do is follow directions. Just follow directions.
I just put up something on the stream, and it's funny as shit. I'm gonna send it to you, Jinx, so you can put it in the
One of the main issues I would say that's leading to all these people doing the dumb shit they do is that our education system is failing everything. Because I remember when I was in high school in 2016, and during the elections and everything, when the rhetoric and them were basically carrying around like dolls of Donald Trump decapitated and shit. And I'm like, what are these people doing? It's like, do you not understand that this is just going to incite people to attack people? Well, it never like crossed my mind to go out and attack people for a political party at all. It makes no sense.
But that's the default setting, you know, because we're evil Nazi Hitler people, apparently.
Which is totally not the fuck true.
It's not the truth. The funny thing about this, honestly, is that the people that call us Nazis are more Nazi than they realize. It's like they're living inside of a warped reality or an echo chamber where they hear the same things that they're saying play back in their head over and over and over again. And the people on the outside are looking in like, these guys are fucking crazy. It's like, we don't want anything to do with you. It's like, if you want to have your own thing, fuck off and go to somewhere other country. It's like, bye.
It's really that easy.
It's up in the Jumbotron.
Ain't that funny as shit?
On Donnie's transition team.
I'm gonna dump some bleach in my eyes. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I gotta go take some hydroxychloroquine or whatever the fuck that is.
Hydrochloroquine?
Yeah, hydrochloroquine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go huff a line of that. I'm gonna go bump it.
That's a good plan. Which, you know, speaking of doing lines, I want to know, with all these drug boats getting blown up, if you had no idea where I was going with with all these drug boats getting blown up, do fish get high?
Probably.
There's a whole lot of freaking drugs in that ocean right now.
Yeah.
Sharknado.
There you go.
Imagine someone gets like fish caught from the sea or something and they get high. Like, what was in the fish, man? Oh no.
Bunch of crackhead sharks swimming around out there.
I start scratching my crotch.
The fish are like, whoa. This isn't normal.
Well, I mean, drugs, scratching, fish. I tried to put it all together.
I bet you the dolphins are really having
for
fun
effort.
because they're the only ones that can, you know.
Oh shit! Remember Dave Chappelle's show Flipper? Did you guys ever see that episode, Racist Animals of Hollywood?
Well, the South Park episode with the dolphins, that was an interesting one too.
No, James the N-word hating dolphin. Oh my fucking god. That shit fucking Dave Chappelle was really like the line where I thought like the world was really healing, and then they canceled him. Because he hit everybody up in that fucking show.
Yeah, he had no lines that he wasn't scared to cross, but now he seems like he's scared to speak out, from what I've noticed.
Yeah, it's
He doesn't
sad.
want the death threats and the flack and all that going after his family. Well, I mean, I understand it. Because this is the first space I've actually joined. Like, I normally just type. I don't speak. It's like, I've had people come after me in my comments and like, "Oh, we're gonna find you." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, try, go for it." Like, you're not gonna scare me into submission.
Well,
if you ever need someone to test how hidden you are, Sippy and I are really good at it.
Yep.
Oh, trust me, I've known. Well, like when Phoenix goes after people, I'm just sitting there like, "Uh-oh, someone's gonna get found."
Oh yeah, Phoenix is very good at it too.
Yep.
We've collaborated with him a few times.
I don't care if I get found. I can carry at my house.
Yep. I'm carrying right now.
I'm
It's
almost
literally-
carrying.
It's
on my
literally-
desk in front
Yeah, I
of
was about to say mine's sitting right here, right at my hand.
Yeah, no, mine's within arm's reach.
Give him the little colonial cannon at the top of the staircase. That'll teach him.
I don't think I can show it on stream, but I can take it out of its holster and show the holster on stream. Look at that.
Yeah, I love shooting. Something so therapeutic about it.
Yeah.
Me and my brother-in-law don't get together nearly enough, and we live about a mile away from the fucking gun club, so.
What's your daily carry, Sippy?
XDM 9mm.
Oh, nice.
But, I mean, I just, keep on existing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that clip of Dave Chappelle.
Here, I wonder if I
got
can
it, but I don't know
blur
how
the
to embed
background
it.
good enough that it doesn't. Yeah. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm not carrying.
What nuts? I lost mine in a boating accident.
Mm-hmm.
Make yourself seem
Like
unassuming.
just go visit them.
Yeah, if y'all
They
are,
kick your
if y'all are
door
seeing
down.
this,
It's like, "Oh, you actually have a gun?"
yeah, if
Well, I'm
y'all are
just gonna
seeing
walk
this
back
stream right now, it's just I just got my background blurred, and I may or may not have stuff up on the wall. Anyways,
Those are airsoft. Thank you very much.
yeah,
Sure.
Carrying around that .177 millimeter.
Hey,
I do have one of those too.
That's
Those are
the size of an
badass too, though.
airsoft.
Yeah,
What's your
I
random
got a
question?
pellet rifle with that size. It's pretty awesome. What's the random question?
What do you guys think about the Confederate flag and all that now with everything going on the way it has been?
The Confederate flag?
It's history.
So the Confederate flag, I was always raised, because I'm from the South, obviously. I don't know if y'all can tell. But yeah, I was always raised. The Southern flag was Southern pride, or the rebel flag, that is what we called it, not the Confederate. But yeah, I mean, it was just Southern pride. It had nothing to do with a race. Now,
That's like.
Granted,
Sorry for interrupting.
Some groups did use it
Basically-
like that, but not me.
Yeah. It's like how the Nazis took the peace symbol of the Indians and turned it into a hate symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
I mean, shoot, even in Washington, we have a freaking Robert E. Lee Park. It's a freaking state park.
Yeah. Well, and if you read things that Robert E. Lee wrote and how he talked and everything, he wasn't a bad person. Most of them weren't. Most of my family's from the South as well, but with the way things are going right now, it's strange that the the Democrats are trying this weird. Well, we're the state. We can tell the ICE and the feds, and we can crush the federal government somehow. Are they that retarded that they don't remember that this happened 200 years ago, and the guys that did it back then were a lot smarter than these idiots?
Well, the thing you have to understand is that the leftists of the day purposely ignore history since they have a tendency to rip down statues that signify things like, oh, let's not do that again. Let's rip it down and do it again. Just repeat the cycle over and over and over and over again. And it makes no sense to me because history is my thing. I love keeping up with how things worked in the past, what led to it, like World War I, World War II, Civil War, and all that. All these states were at each other's throats. And if you understand history, what happens to the losers in history?
They get trashed.
They get erased. Whatever they had gets stomped on and blipped out of existence. So what we know about the past, who knows what's true and what's not true? Because whatever it is they were speaking, and the people that won purposely destroyed it so that the others can't look back on it.
Well, and especially something 200 years ago. I mean, we weren't alive, and what the left is doing, it's Bolshevism. Somebody mentioned the Bolshevik Revolution. What they're doing is they tear down everything of the past and they want to overload the old system and bring in theirs. They've been doing it since the 60s with Cloward and Piven. I don't know.
Have a clean slate. No one knows what happened in the past, then they're free to repeat it because no one knows anybody. Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to question anything. There's people that say that the numbers of the Holocaust are wrong. Okay, but if they say that, they get attacked.
They get attacked. They get called a racist, a xenophobe, all sorts of things. And it's like, for me personally, it's like labels don't work anymore. It's like it's tried and it's been overdone at this point. And people, especially me at this point, just roll our eyes like, yeah. I'm racist.
Well, like the Holocaust numbers is an interesting one to bring up, and I in a professional sense, I can never go in this topic, but I just want to point out, I'm 45 years old, and I have a very acutely good memory, right? So I remember the first time I heard numbers on this thing, it was 3 million. Then it was 6 million, and whatever the number is now, right?
Yeah.
That number just keeps going up and up and up. And then, so then you have the Holocaust deniers that bring up this same thing that I'm bringing up. And then you have the other people that like try to, forensic account this thing. And they find out that like they're counting people that died in the 50s as a Holocaust victim because they were like a part of the Holocaust. And you're like, okay, I can kind of see that. Like, all right, so they died because of injuries sustained 15 years prior. Okay, all right, I can kind of get behind that. But then you got people that died in the 80s and they're like, oh, that was a victim of the Holocaust. And you're like, come on, seriously, we're up to 15 million now? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
If we're going off of that, that's basically the same shit they're doing with the COVID deaths. Yeah. Like, oh no, that guy got in a motorcycle accident. He died of COVID.
No. Oh yeah, they tried to do that to my husband's grandmother.
She got in a motorcycle accident?
Well, no, she died of cancer, but they tried to say it was freaking.
But then you see the connection, right? Which is if you bring up that fact, they vilify you.
Yep.
That's the tactic. Is like you're not allowed to question things that they don't want you to question. You're just not. It's verboten.
I saw a video earlier today or yesterday. I don't remember who it was. I feel like crap because I don't think I shared it. But he was showing some documentation of numbers that Germans are really good at keeping track of everything, right? The numbers were nowhere near what we've been told through the years. But is it true? Is it not? None of us were there. All we can say is we don't want that to ever happen, right? But we also can't ignore, what was it, 100 or 200 million people that communism through, whether it was Stalin or Mao. I think it's up to what, 200 million people.
Stalin are the ones with the biggest body counts, communism wise.
Oh yeah.
Stalin just sent people to the gulags where Mao starved them to death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what was it? Ukraine? They Stalin starved a Holodomor.
Mhm.
It was like
I mean,
20 million people.
They wouldn't submit to him, so he starved them.
Yep. But you know, we can't look at that. You know, we allow it to come out and say, "Oh, he's a democratic socialist."
I
That
hate
is
that
That's
democratic
openly
socialist
flouted
thing.
how amazing freaking communism is for the last 5 years. Yeah. He's totally just a democratic socialist.
if
They're
you
really not.
to the Democrat playbook, all these things going around the planet right now, be it like eradication of certain people or whatnot, the mainstream media stays quiet. It's like we talk about it and we point it out, but it's just radio silence on their end because they know it's happening. They're just not going to say anything.
Yeah.
It's like we know it's evil, but the Democrats are so far gone in their cult mindset and radicalized. Oh, Trump, the Orange Man, bad. It's like they're so into assassinating people at this point that it's scary. It's like people are afraid to speak out because they don't want to get shot.
Yep.
Makes no sense.
It was definitely something that crossed my mind before I put my face out there. By the way,
Yeah.
our faces are out there. Literally right
Our
now.
faces are out there.
You can see me
Well,
looking
well.
at like all these different windows and shit. Basically, all up
Yeah,
in
for
viewing.
those of you that just joined this space, we are live on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube and X Live right now as well.
Yeah. All the links can be found on our website. And hey, get this. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one free sub to a Twitch channel. Did you know that?
Sure do.
Mm-hmm. So you can just go and give your Prime sub to us, and boom, it didn't cost you anything. It comes with the Prime.
It's true.
Yep.
Very true.
I looked
Very,
up a
very
little
true.
bit on that car explosion you said in New York City. That
In the Bronx.
yeah, the way it blew up wasn't a normal car explosion. It doesn't normally go up like that.
It seemed a little high for a regular explosion.
Yeah, I was just saying it wasn't a powerful explosion, which is the thing. It was crazy.
I mean, my issue with it being is that it went off when the firefighters were close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to be bigger, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's not a normal car fire at all. There's no chance.
That was like a secondary. Like is that the only video we have so far? Is the one that we shared earlier?
Yeah, from what I've saw, the rest of it right now, a bunch of people cheering the streets of New York City. Yeah.
For Mamdani or for the car blowing up? Or both?
A little bit of both. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I mean, after the lady was lit on fire in the subway and all the stabbings and now the explosion, like, I wouldn't ever really want to visit New York City. This is just giving me more of a reason to stay away.
The last time I was in New York City was 11 years ago. And I don't think I would want to go back. Not right now.
Nope. I wouldn't want to go to any major city right now.
I've
Just
never
to
been
be
to
fair,
New York
I don't even
City
like going
yet.
to Albuquerque.
Do you always
Yeah,
take
I don't even
turn?
like visiting family in Philly. I hate it.
Do you always take the wrong turn at Albuquerque?
Always.
Always.
But it
I got the
sucks.
dad
I mean,
jokes.
He's good at the dad jokes.
Yeah.
But it sucks too, because I mean, when you travel, I mean, we actually went to Disneyland. You know, we're horrible people for that, I guess, but I don't give a shit. You know, but you know, you can't travel in California like you do in other places, right? Because, they're freaking communists. So seeing the difference and is just absolutely insane that they think that that's the way the world should be. Like, no.
Like, let's take Baltimore for example.
Oh,
Any of you
God.
been to Baltimore?
Yep.
I live 45 minutes away from Baltimore.
Okay, so I grew up in Annapolis, yeah. And you go to Baltimore and you like take the wrong turn, you come to where all the houses are boarded up and the squeegee people and everything. And you're like, oh shit, I took the wrong turn.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry to cut you off. When I would go down to Baltimore every day for work, I would just run the red light when there were squeegee people there because I didn't want to deal with them. Because they're known to throw nails and shit on the ground in front of your car if you don't let
Yeah,
them.
flatten your tires if you don't give them money.
Mm-hmm.
I figured that. Yeah. I just sped past them because I was driving my dad's Infiniti. I'm like, it's an expensive car. They see expensive car, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm just gonna drive past them.
You know who else they tell not to stop much in Baltimore or St. Louis or New York City? Truck drivers. Because I used to do that, and I actually delivered in West Baltimore, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It was some plumbing place, and I had to back in a giant trailer surrounded by all these stupid little box trucks that they use to go all over the city to do their work. I have never hated anything more than driving through any of those big cities. Like, nope, nope,
You think
nope.
Baltimore's bad? You ever been to DC? It's just as
I've
bad.
I've been through that area very very many times, running between Vermont and Florida or the Carolinas. I hate going through there. Oh.
I used to work for the Architect of the Capitol, which is basically like moving offices around for senators and stuff.
Mhm.
And trying to find parking in DC is impossible.
I believe it. Well,
And
maybe not
like
now.
you have to walk everywhere almost, and like there's so much traffic, there's so much people like bickering and fighting each other over stupid shit. And it was like, I'm just trying to go to work, man. Like, leave me alone.
And it's absolutely crazy that these people that live with this every day of their lives think that that's normal. And then when Trump came into New York, or not New York, DC with the National Guard, everybody's like, "Oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that." And then everybody's like, "Oh, it's so much nicer now." Like,
Well, like I said earlier, it's conditioning. They've
yep,
been told and prodded for so long that that is normal that they just accepted it. And then when Trump comes in and fixes everything, they're like, well, shit, it's actually getting better. Like, who would have thought?
A lot of people in inner cities actually want the help from the police and shit. More than you think. It might not seem that way, but there is a lot of people that cannot stand the crime, especially like the elderly.
yep.
They might be stuck in the ghettos and they just want to live. They want to eat their food and their grandkids, and you can't even. When I was in where I live now, when I was in elementary and middle school, I could just walk to school every day, walk home. I'm in a generally red area now still, but I would never let a kid walk to school and back now.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it's just absolutely fucking nuts. The police don't do anything.
When I was living in Maryland before I moved, can't tell you how many times, like on the news, I'd see a shooting happen. I'm like, oh well, this didn't used to happen. Like, it's just more and more prevalent, and people are just going out like acting like business as usual. And like, main reason I don't want to go to any Democrat-run city is because if you get shanked and robbed of some shit, person's not going to get thrown in prison. He's just going to be left right back out to do it again.
Yep.
Like, they learn nothing. It's just a revolving door. And that's what's like instigating the Antifa stuff and everything, because they know they can get away with it. They're just going to keep doing it.
Oh yeah, and in a lot of these blue states, you can't defend yourself, right? So, like where I live now, amazingly, we're a blue state, but we still have castle doctrine. But when I lived in New York for a while, you have what's called duty to retreat, right? So if you're threatened, your goal is to run away. Your
Yeah,
only
run
goal.
away, lock yourself in a room, and the person with the gun is just going to come after you anyways. That does nothing.
It's ridiculous. And then you hear stories, but somebody breaks into somebody's house, gets hurt, and then they sue the homeowner and win. So
I've seen that happen many times too. It's like, for example, how corrupt Chicago is. This one family was telling the police, "Here's this guy. He's trying to get to my daughter. He's broken in, blah 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 blah," and she had a gun, and the police took away her gun. And what happened is the guy got in there and he did what he wanted to do, and he didn't get in trouble. But just let it happen. But Chicago doesn't want help, right? Quote unquote. The corrupt mayor and that dumbass in charge is racketeering, because if you didn't know already, he's related to Nancy Pelosi. And was Nancy Pelosi, her father was what? Like head of the mob or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's one gigantic interconnected spider web, and all of them are watching each other's back.
Yeah, I've got
They're all a bunch of cockroaches.
I got a big folder on Pelosi and her nice little criminal family. I got a big
Did you see her most recent thing where she called Trump all sorts of things? Now people are like saying, well, Nancy Pelosi doesn't look like Nancy Pelosi. I'm like, what do you mean Nancy Pelosi doesn't look like Nancy Pelosi?
I mean, she's old as fuck.
She's old.
She looks like the fucking Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
She looks like I don't know. It's like all these rich A-listers and like people are just living it up while people that they roll over are suffering. And they're like, well, all these Democrats are saying eat the rich. Why aren't they going after the Democrats? They're rich.
I can't get that vision out of my head about Paul Pelosi and his hammerhead fucking boyfriend.
Oh, his little butt buddy.
Yeah, there is no doubt in my mind that they were fucking and something went wrong. Maybe he put it in the wrong fucking hole or something. I don't fucking know. What the fuck?
Whoopsie, I gotta get my hammer to make it look like an axe.
Nancy stumbled, bro, and he was like,
maybe
holy shit,
Paul's,
she's home.
maybe Paul's boyfriend was menstruating.
No, what happened was Paul didn't pay for services rendered.
Yeah.
Damn fucking right he didn't. You gotta pay to play.
You got a hammer to the head. That's one hell of a way to go.
Democrats don't pay for anything. They just use fraudulent ways of getting things their entire life.
Yeah.
They expect handouts. That's why all of them are complaining about the EBT stuff. I was like, you can only like suck off the government for so long before the people who actually pay everything and work jobs to support you are like, no, we're not doing this. I was like, you can go get a job. It's not hard.
Hey, let me just say that Baja Blast is not nutrition, okay? You shouldn't be able to buy Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It's not nutritional. There's nothing nutritional about it. And we've been fucking faux supporting these fucking big corporations like PepsiCo and Frito-Lay and fucking all these fucking garbage food manufacturers for so long. It's time for it to come to an end.
I mean, you heard what happened to the fake food market, right? It collapsed. Like, no one wants that shit.
Oh, but, Beyond Meat?
Yeah, Beyond Meat. It collapsed. And
hey, I did that. I did that short squeeze, and I made some money on that bitch.
Yeah. Bill Gates is like, well, I'm making engineered meat and stuff. I was like, why?
It's like a retarded computer nerd. Sometimes.
Yo, so did y'all hear about Tom Brady fucking taking a blood sample from his deceased dog before he passed?
Cloning it? Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know what.
That company wants to bring the woolly mammoth back.
Oh, the
they brought the
clone,
dire
yeah.
wolf back.
Yeah,
too
they already
already.
brought the dire wolf back. I mean,
Well, it's a kind of fake ass dire wolf if you look at it. It's not really the dire
No,
wolf.
that thing is
I'm
fucking huge, bro.
No,
yeah,
it's
Yeah,
I'm
huge,
till it
but
eats your balls.
I'm looking
it's
at this
mixed,
whole thing like, did
it's
we not watch Jurassic Park? Like,
right.
are we missing something? It's like the same people that are messing with AI, like Terminator. Like,
There's a big difference between a hairy elephant and a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, you gotta say. I mean, I think we're a little smarter than
It's
that.
true.
I'd like to see a real life Tyrannosaurus Rex. Not that close, but.
And there's an idiot. There he is, right there. There's the guy
I'm
that would
just
push the fucking
fucking making
button.
small talk,
Oh
guy.
yeah.
Jurassic Park. There's the one guy that would
Yeah.
say, you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Nothing can go wrong, right? They're just gonna have a park full of dinosaurs. No one's gonna get eaten. It's all good.
No pterodactyls around here.
Nah, nothing's gonna fly in and eat you and fly away. No one's gonna swoop in and get your little chihuahua. It's all
Just because
good.
you can doesn't mean you should.
I mean, on the
I have
contrary.
a problem with you playing God. That's where my issue with this comes in.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
We're
agree
gonna
with
go
that.
from we're gonna go from cloning dogs, and we're gonna go to human route. We're gonna play God, like how the Nazi scientists were experimenting on people to change their eye color and stuff. I mean, they've been doing this for a while.
Cloning people has kind of been a conspiracy, as far as I know, for the past decade.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well,
they probably can.
We literally
you know?
eat cloned beef. Why would they not be able to? They can clone a cow. Why can't they clone a person?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it all started with Dolly.
What, a cow has what, like 3 stomachs? Yeah, I think they can handle one. Is it 6?
The morality of the question being is that people still have ethics when it comes to playing with things they shouldn't. If we take Fauci, for example, he has no issue playing God. I mean, he's already done it. The COVID vaccine and everything else.
Well, there's a difference too between playing God, I think, and doing things that are going to like actually advance things. You know what I mean? You know, some people think, you know, everything that's coming is going to be this horrible thing. Like, they freak out over everything. Oh my God, there's going to be a digital this. Oh my God, there's going to be this. Oh my God, there's going to be that. Well, humanity's not always going to just stay as it is. You know, technology is going to advance. The societies are going to change eventually. I mean, things are going to change. The globe is going to change. And if an alien ship shows up, it's really going to change quick, fast, and in a hurry. But, you know, some of the stuff that, you know, we think now is this abhorrent thing, 50 to 100 years from now is going to be regular, everyday, Joe Schmo stuff. Nobody's even going to think twice about it.
Yeah, it's going to be like the new cutting edge. Everyone's going to freak out when it gets here, and it's just going to be normalized.
Started out with the bow and arrow, and now we got the hypersonic missile.
Exactly. You know? And don't forget, 4G was going to kill us all. Wait, no, now it's 5G.
Don't forget, Y2K was going to also kill us.
Yes,
I can't forget about that. Yeah, the computers. Oh no, the mind sound is counting down.
The clock won't change. Oh my God.
There's people that believe that Y2K happened and that they're living in a simulation.
I believe we're living in a simulation.
The Matrix what?
Yeah. Don't forget iRobot. That's one out there too.
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. Since we're talking about the iRobot, did you hear about what they're coming out with? Now they have like an assistant, literally like iRobot that you can
Google
buy.
Neo.
Well,
right?
it's almost like iRobot. You actually have some random ass dude controlling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it like in India?
Well, the people that are controlling it are. Yeah.
You come out of your bedroom and your robot's washing its feet in your sink, and you're like, "What the hell are you doing?"
And it's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just washing my feet, man. Leave me alone.
Your house smells like curry.
Oh God.
Wearing a Paris Hilton mask.
I'm sorry. I'm not letting anybody control anything inside of my house. It's just not happening.
Hell no.
You can only imagine how many people are just going to hack into it. Like, robots are going to go crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oops, didn't mean for that to happen.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're
no
a robot,
robots.
Tor. It's
crazy.
Closest I'm gonna get to a robot's the freaking Roomba that I've got in my house that I can't even run anymore since I got a Husky because, you know,
It
it's not
kill your
gonna
Roomba.
Wait till it vacuums your rug.
Nova's fur literally fried ours. It can't handle it.
Yeah. No, Huskies shed way too much. I've got like freaking tumbleweeds on my carpet every single day from that damn dog.
My Jack Russell sheds like a motherfucker. I find hair everywhere.
I have two short hair
Who
dogs.
named a dog with two first names of people? Just wondering.
It's not me, homie. It's the breed.
Well, I know. I was just wondering who named it. Like, did they
Yeah,
have
but
like
who named the Shih Tzu?
Who
a
named
dad and
dogs
granddad,
dogs?
Jack and Russell? What? Technically they're canines, right?
Yeah, they were.
Said canine. Where'd that come from?
I
Who
don't
named
know.
that?
I don't know.
Their lineage was created based on the bubonic plague, which they were rat terriers, and they killed rats, which carried the bubonic plague. My girl's a good girl, but she is fucking like holy fucking too turned up, bro.
Yeah, dogs sure are excitable, especially that breed. Bundles of energy.
She's a beauty, though. I cannot. Those eyes. I love her so much.
If I remember correctly, cats were like regarded as gods in Egypt.
Yes.
Yep.
Correct.
Probably
That's
because they'll kill
it.
you in your sleep.
They
They will. Don't get jinxed.
will. Kill 3 times.
Yep.
Cats are evil. Freaking love
No,
my
they're
cat.
not.
She's evil as hell.
Cats are evil, yes. They look at you like you're a servant, like, oh, you coming to feed me? Okay.
I would say
Yeah,
orange
mine yells at me if
cats.
I haven't fed her.
Orange
Yeah.
cats are the
But
most
they're fucking
evil.
hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
Cat's sitting there looking at the clock like it's past my feeding time, human. What are you doing?
Yeah.
They're hilarious
Oh my
until they're knocking
God.
everything off the counters.
Get up on a counter and move her paw closer to the glass. It's like, don't tempt me. I'm just gonna knock it over.
Watching the dog and the cat interact is the most fun part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the dog's terrified of the cat.
Now, because that cat's got that walk 'em down look, and the dog is just like, ruff, 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 and the cat's like, bitch, I dare you.
Popping his claws in and out. It's like waiting.
Yeah, you'll get that fucking side swipe. You'll fucking mind.
My cat and dog play with each other. They're like best friends.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
I'm thinking about.
they grew up together, then they have a better relationship.
Yeah, especially when the cat comes first.
Mm-hmm. Because then the cat's like, this is my territory, dog.
Now, my cat grooms my dog. Like, they adore each other.
My dog
It's cute.
grooms my cat. Fucking, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm seeing. I'm just it's all up in his fur, and the dog just lets it go, and it's like, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, bro? This is fucked up.
We have a male cat, and he avoids the dogs. He does not want to be bothered at all.
Oh yeah, Ava, she stays at a clear sight. She won't come around, and once she knows that the dog has been like contained or sleeping, then she'll come around. And then as soon as, a little distraction's made, bam, the dog's on it. Gotta love your pets. Gotta love your pets.
Oh yeah. Yep, my German Shepherd does the same exact thing.
I always wanted the German Shepherd, but I want one of those badass ones. And unfortunately, they're like 15 grand.
No, they're all badass if you train them right.
I know, but I'm away so much. That's why I get home.
If you're not home for if your job doesn't allow you to be home enough, you cannot have a German Shepherd.
They'll destroy your house.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it will just eventually just turned out to be a really bad dog.
Yeah, like I said, I get home at 5 o'clock and I see all my ex friends out here, so I fucking hit it like a ton of bricks, and then I try to hang out from about 5 to 9, but I'm surpassing that tonight. So
See, we're his ex friends now. We used to be friends, but now we're ex friends. Damn it.
That hurts.
no, we're not
Down in my
exes.
heart.
We're not exes like we live in Texas, bro.
Oh, yeah,
I
wish
mean,
was
my
Texas.
ex friends like went to X-Men school. You ever seen that episode of The Office where Dwight went to an X-Men school?
No.
That shit was the funniest shit ever.
Office,
Not a big TV.
Office was a gem. One of those.
Yeah,
TV
he's like,
shows.
my parents sent me to X-Men school, Dwight said.
Yeah, The Office wouldn't fly in today's climate. Would.
And Steve Carell is one of the most beautifully oblivious actors I've ever seen. Fucking 40-year-old version when he's getting his chest waxed. That shit was like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. No! Fuck you!
God.
Oh my god, that shit was hilarious.
Well, I can imagine that it would hurt a lot.
No, getting whacked sucks. It is very painful.
Then why do it? Don't be weird.
Oh man, some people like pain. I guess I don't know.
That's
Well, it makes
justification.
my 30-pack look nice and smooth.
Going outside with your beer belly, like, yeah, man, I got waxed.
I'm like, hell yeah, brother. You like what you see?
Puts a cigar in his mouth, puts his glasses on. Yeah.
Big old floppy hat.
I'm smoking native cigarettes and drinking Labatt Blue.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Then you got to take out your teeth and talk like an old lady or an old man. Sorry.
You made the wrong turn there, brother. You might want to turn around.
The hills have eyes here.
You may want to get off my porch before something bad happens to you.
You're from the land where men are men and the sheep are scared, brother.
Mhm.
You know why they like cliffs, right?
Let's
Because
hear it.
sheep push back.
Nah.
You take the wrong turn in the Appalachians and you hear the banjo playing. Like,
Oh, God.
I don't think the trees are supposed to speak, man. I'm out of here.
Well, that's
but
where
they're-
Virginia's at right now.
Sounds about right.
The trees
I
are
don't know.
speaking Vietnamese. I don't understand.
Oh, God.
I can't believe Omar Fatah did not get elected in Minnesota.
Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
he didn't. He can be the captain back in Somalia.
That
He's
fucking
not
Zoran in New York, he doesn't have
The
a chance.
Somalis were all voting for Frey, apparently.
I am the captain now.
He's like
He
a fucking Q-tip somebody put in their butt, fucking Omar Fatah.
That's the average
Gross.
Somalian.
Yeah.
I love that mug shot of Omar without her stupid head thing on, where their hair.
Oh my god, that's frightening, bro.
The head diaper.
No, she had like scraggly hair, like she looked like she fucking stuck her fucking dick in an electrical socket after getting off her brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
Hulkamania, bro.
Oh God, no, don't. It's not
What
running
you
wild.
doing?
Rest in peace.
What you doing, brother?
For real though, I loved Hulk. Part of my childhood, for real. Yep. Fucking all that shit was so good in the 80s.
Yeah, before everything became politically correct.
Oh my god, it was. Jeez, you watch all these old shows and you watch these people saying what they're saying, like fucking. I hate to go to this like cult classic, but All in the Family, you know, that was very controversial at the time. And it was fucking great. You know, it gave people a chance to breathe and be like, oh, you know what? I can see the other side of the coin. We had a lot of great television growing up for all of y'all that were 1980s babies. So
I'm much younger than most of you. I grew up watching Everybody Hates Chris. It's like
love that show too.
Yeah,
Baby. You're a
Everybody hates
baby.
Chris.
I like that
Malcolm
show.
in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle. Um,
TGIF, Family
Oh, my
Matters,
God.
fucking,
My
you
wife
know.
and kids.
Remember
What are you,
when,
94?
Family Matters was my generation.
I was
Yo,
born.
Martin was a good show.
I was
Yeah,
born in
that-
'97, so I was like the ass
I'm
in the
90. Yeah, I'm 97 too, man.
Damn.
I
how old
remember
you
yeah,
when
are.
Full
babies.
House was still live.
Fun fact, my birthday was 9/11.
So you
That's
can't forget.
you can't forget.
I mean,
That's
I
the
guess I
bomb.
have a significant birth date, not mine. My mom was born the day JFK was assassinated.
1964.
Yep,
I wonder if she.
11/22.
I feel sad for you guys that were born in '97. Like you don't even remember the world before 9/11. Dang.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
Yeah, you don't remember the
No.
.com bubble.
No, I
You
don't
don't remember
it, but I
TSA
do
not existing.
significantly- I remember when
Right.
9/11 happened.
I remember 9/11 happening
I
too.
remember
hearing-
my dad was a truck driver at the time, and he was driving past the Pentagon when it was hit.
By a missile.
The only thing I remember vividly is hearing the sirens and all the police rushing up the road. It was like I knew something was happening, but I was too young to really like understand what was happening.
That's just
Now, y'all
tragic.
that were born in '97 literally are younger than when Google was originally created,
Oh,
when it was still a research
no.
project.
I had the most badass MySpace account though.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I had a MySpace too. It was interesting.
Napster, bro, Napster.
LimeWire.
And then you got AIM.
Sassafras 84 just came in here. That
Oh, hold
that
on.
is an
Sass.
amazing meme right there.
Hey, Sass, real one.
What's
Sassy.
going on,
I love
Sass?
Got
Sass.
some
Wait,
dial-up.
why is everybody so excited to see me? I was just like literally like flabbergasted that people are like, I'm from 1997. And I'm like,
Right?
dude, you were like 5 fucking years old. I was actually
That's rude.
17 when it happened. And I
Holy
was
crap.
sitting there and I was like, these people were like almost 5 years old. No offense to you guys, but I was like 17. Was I 17? I was something. I was like 7. I was like a senior in high school. And I'll never forget, guys. You will never forget when you see that shit. And I'm talking like they rolled the TV in on the cart
Yep.
and they were like, what this is what's going on and in New York. And we're in California at that time. We're 3 hours behind. Are we talking about this still? I don't know if
No,
there's
we
a
are.
delay.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were-
are we? Okay. So I'm not trying. They called me up, so I'm just saying what I experienced. But I remember it coming in. Actually, I remember my mom dropping me off at school, and we were listening to the news. She goes, "Oh my God!" She goes, "New York got hit," because my mom is from Massachusetts. And I was like, "What do you mean New York got hit?" She goes, "Oh my God, they got hit." We were listening to the news, but it didn't hit until I was in first period, and it was like I could tell you the class, but it doesn't matter. It was literally home ec with the baby and all that shit. But we're sitting there, and I remember looking at my teacher when I saw the planes go in, and we had Seal Beach. The Seal Beach, for anybody that doesn't know about California, Long Beach, Seal Beach is right next to where I was living. I was living in Southern California. And I said, "Are we next?" I mean, I was 17 years old. I'm watching these planes go into the Trade Center. And I said, "Are we next?" And she goes, "I don't know." She goes, "I don't know." She goes, "But I will tell you that this is and this is home ex. Like I'm talking we talked about bills, we did child rearing. We were talking about literal terrorist attacks in that first period, and she had no clue how to handle that because she was not that type of teacher. But we sat there, and her name was, I can't remember her last name, but her first name was Carol. And I just remember asking her, I was like, Renex, what's going on? What's happening? Are we under attack? And she was like, Christy, no, I don't know. I don't know, but I am going to ask you guys throughout the rest of the day that you have, because we're in first period, to please be cautious, listen to the alarms, don't joke around. This is actually a serious thing right now. Please pay attention. Pay attention to the intercom. I mean, we're going through a lot right now. Like, that shit was scary. 9/11 was scary. And the fact that we do have some people these days that actually understand that it was scary, but so many people have been desensitized and don't think it's scary. But that day actually changed my life. Like, I can remember every part of my day that day. And you can ask anybody that has been traumatized, but any event, they will know every single part of that day. And I don't know if that's what you guys were talking about, but I came in late and everybody's like, Sass is here. And you guys were talking about 9/11. I was like, oh, well, let me jump in with 9/11 because I remember it. I was 17. I remember it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
That's
was
all.
14 and I watched it live.
Yeah.
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 I
I was young.
I mean, you don't forget those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't. I remember, I remember it was like they brought the TV in, and you know how they have the little straps over the TV. I remember watching it, and I just, you know what the funniest thing is? I even looked at my teacher, Carol. I can't remember her last name, but I know her first name, and I remember saying, I was like, how are those planes going into the trade center? And like, I don't understand. I thought that they were still beams. I remember asking that. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but I just remember looking at it at 17 and I thought, wow, this is really bad. Really bad.
Oh
And
yeah.
then New York goes around and fucking whatever. Anyways, I yield back.
Yeah, I mean, so like I was a freshman in high school when it happened, and actually a friend of mine, her dad was supposed to be in one of the Trade Center buildings for a meeting that morning, but he was running late. Only reason he was not in the building is because he's running late.
Wow.
Guardian angel saying to him that day, a lot of people said that I mean, obviously some people were not lucky, and I'm not downplaying what they went through or who they lost, but I'm saying a lot of people have come out on 9/11 and was like, I was supposed to be there that day, but so and so this happened, or my like something happened, I had to take my kid to the dentist, or I had to do this. There's so many stories that are coming out, and I'm just like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then people are going to be like, well, why did God decide to save those people that day, but not the others? Like, listen, hey guys, we're not here to decipher what God says or what he says or does. But I will say that he did save some people that day. And I don't know if their impact in life was supposed to have a bigger purpose or not. But it's not up to us to question why some people were saved and some were not, because some people in death make a bigger impact. And I hate to say this right now, but Charlie Kirk made a bigger impact in death than he did in life. And he did make an impact in life, guys. He really, really fucking did. But God, for some reason, decided that it was his time and that he would make a bigger impact in death. And so I'm going to yield back. And if you argue with me, I don't care. I'm just saying that's my own thoughts. And I'm going to yield back because I do not want to hog the space, but that's my own thoughts. Mm-hmm.
I'm arguing with you.
Witty has their hand up. What's up, Witty?
Yeah, sorry. New to this space and this crowd, I joined because I saw Sass was here, and I popped in and I hear folks telling 9/11 stories. Mine was I was in the Navy, half a world away in Japan, and it was the evening, and I ran into one of my buddies as we went into like our workspace, and we had a TV there. He said, "You're not going to believe this." and I like ran downstairs and turned the news on the mess decks, like the crew communal area, and started like gathering people around. And then I ran back upstairs where my people were, and I was just a lowly junior guy at the time. And I told the senior guys, call chief and tell him to start calling people in because we are about to go somewhere. And sure as crap, we were scheduled to leave on September 14th to go to Australia. And instead, I spent 87 days circling a tiny island called Diego Garcia, which is where the war actually started from in Afghanistan. Because when we got there, we heard the B-1s and the B-2s spinning up because they needed air defense, air cover for the island in case there was retaliation. That's my 9/11 story. I popped in because the name of the space was Election Aftermath, and I hear all this stuff about New York, and believe me, like I literally cannot believe what happened there, right? Like last night. But I'm going to say, from my perspective, as a transplanted Virginian, I really, really cannot believe that these people elected the governor that they did based upon her platform. Holy crap. Sorry. I'm not going to get too involved.
Or the AG. And like, you think she's bad with her platform of unaliving babies? And I'm going to say it so I don't hit the space, but think about the AG that was like, hey guys, guess what? Jay Jones thinks it's okay to go ahead and unalive conservatives that don't agree with him so they can get a political point through. And let's go ahead and go after their children. That's terrible. I yield back.
Do you see the video where he was almost kicking a dog?
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yeah, I saw
like,
that.
dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
All right, I'll pop back in for one more second and say the Virginia curse is real. Like this state literally flips opposite of whatever the nation is every single time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Forget the new lieutenant governor. She's going to be wonderful to have working there.
Well, hell, I guess I should give my 9/11 story, right?
Well, go for it.
I was in class. My mom was actually substituting the class. And literally that day, I said, yep, I'm joining the military. And guess what I did the second I got old enough? I even had my parents sign off on it. Yeah, that's my origin story of why I even joined the military. Was 9/11.
That's why my husband joined the Air Force.
I didn't. I was gonna join the Marines, but they didn't call me back until after I was already out of basic for the Army. I was like, well, I mean, y'all kind of fucking slow a little bit.
A little bit.
Ironically, I kind of brought up the topic because I was lamenting the fact that the people that were too young to really remember the world before 9/11, you know, because I'm 45, I'm a good bit older than most of y'all in here, but like if you watch The Matrix, right? And I can't remember if this particular line comes from the first Matrix movie, but I think it's probably after, like in the second one, you know, when he meets the architect or whatever. But they talk about how like this is the pinnacle of your civilization. It's never gonna get better than this. And that really was like the post Clinton, before 9/11, first year of Bush. You know, was like it was peak civilization. It really
Yeah,
was.
you're not wrong. I'm 41 and you're not wrong. I remember seeing the same thing and thinking the same thing. I was like, oh shit. So keep going, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, so that's, you know, and I've got a 9/11 story too, you know, because and it's less impactful than all y'all because I was in Alabama, um, and I kind of had the same thing. I think that somebody mentioned, and I think it was Sassafras talking about like being so far away but still feeling like it might impact you, but it and I just feel bad for the people that are too young to remember that like peak of civilization thing, because it's something to actually like kind of wish that we could endeavor back towards. I mean, the election of 2000 was very contentious, very, very, very contentious. Enough that like 187 votes in a district in Florida decided it. You know what I mean? I mean, it was the
With
most.
Al Gore and Bush. Yes, I
Yeah,
remember. And I
yeah.
wasn't even in Florida at that time. Like, I'm a Floridian now, but I remember in California that came down, and I was like, what? And then they decided, yeah.
Remember all the
So,
jokes about
so
Florida being retarded?
I mean, and in that way, that we had a peak of civilization pre 9/11, like immediately before it, with absolute 100% like diametric sides that were against each other, but it wasn't like how it is now. Like how it is now is like so beyond the pale, you know? And
We live in the age of information warfare.
That's before social media took over.
It took 20 minutes to
I
load a website.
remember using like CD players and stuff, and when I got older, like maybe when I was 11 or stuff, the iPod came around. I was like, "What the fuck is this thing?"
You remember recording songs off the radio with a
Yeah, I do.
cassette?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God,
Yep, I remember
so do
that,
I.
and I'm a '97 baby.
I want to
94.
bring up. I'd like to bring up a counterpoint a little bit, and let's think about things in context, and consider, let's say, the Vietnam War and the Civil Rights era. Like, these were touchstones for the generation previous to us, our parents. Yeah, because I'm hearing a lot of voices here who are around the same age as me. I mean, I hit 45 in about 2 weeks now, so it's there are significant events that really hit every single generation.
Yeah.
I think our significant thing that's happened is assassination of Charlie Kirk. Because I'll be honest, that radicalized me. It made me hate the Democrats more than anything.
Yeah, I can agree with that. That's the most significant thing that's happened
I
in my
saw it
adult
happen.
time, other
I
than
saw it.
Trump being shot. But
Yeah.
I was already a Trump supporter to begin with.
Trump getting shot and then seeing Charlie get shot in the neck, and I'm sitting there like, "There's no way he's gonna make it through that. Like that's the dead winger shot. He's done." And like it made me sick to my stomach. And when I saw all the Democrats cheering, I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
was the
afraid to
worst.
admit it. I
That was the
cried.
worst part. Was them cheering it on. It's like, how blasphemous of a person can you be to cheer on the death of a person that has children and a wife? Like,
When his
Well,
kids
and
were
they're
And they
here.
still
did
going
the same
after her.
thing for Dick Cheney when he died, so I'm not surprised. They have no morals. It's just a hive mind. They follow the leader and they eat each other. They just take control. It's like you can't look at a Democrat and expect them to have any like smart talking points because they're just using the same tired and true bullshit over and over and over and over again, thinking that people aren't intelligent enough to call them out on it.
So, Karis, like, I understand exactly a lot of what you said, but the funny thing is I grew up with and through Dick Cheney, and the man was a joke when he was vice president.
Oh, I know what's wrong with Dick Cheney. Trust me, I know what's going on with him. It just
Yeah, but so here's the thing. Okay, yes, he was VP and he deserves the rights and honors, and the flag was lowered and all that. Oh, okay, I'll accept that. He was a terrible vice president, just as our
decent
previous
many
vice
people to
president
their death,
was more terrible than he was.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll leave that there.
He got us into that war more or less, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, him and BB and other people, and
I mean, the big thing with Cheney was that he was the bridge between the neocons that were the leftovers from his father's administration to his own. He had a few people like Wolfowitz and a few others that were advisors that, I mean, and there's credible, like what I'm about to say isn't conspiracy theory. There, like I can't give you the source right here, but I can tell you that immediately after 9/11, they had a plan to take down 7 countries, of which Iraq was one. Afghanistan was one, just out of proximity to Taliban. So, I mean, that's one of the 7, but it wasn't one of the big ones. But the whole point pointed towards Iran. And this intelligence officer, who this testimony is like out there, you can find it if you want to find it. This intelligence officer says he goes into the office and his boss says to him, "Hey, don't worry about that. We're going to be in Iran. We're going to be in Tehran by September of next year." And he's like, "What do you mean, Iran? They don't have anything to do with this whole thing." He's like, "Oh, don't worry about that. It's all about dominoes." You know, and that's the part that like Cheney gets he gets all the negative credit for that, you know, because he was the bridge nexus between all that, you know, and but it's funny, like, you know, I'm a trucker, and I drove by like some government office today on the interstate, and I saw that the flag was at half mast, and I was like, and it took me a second, because at first I was like, wow, that government office is really out there. They're going half mast based on what happened in New York last night. And I was like, oh no, wait, Dick Cheney died. That's probably why that is, you know. But my first reaction was that, you know, um, but crap, I had a different idea, but I lost track because we were talking about other stuff. Sorry.
It's all good. From what I've figured out looking into like what's happened throughout the years and stuff on different spectrums, like the Democrats and Republicans at each other's throats. But it's like war never changes. The old send the young to die, and then when they get questioned about it, they get punished for it. It's like no one wants to ask questions because they're afraid of being punished.
I have much to say on that particular topic, but a couple of touchstones were hit to me, and I would like to recommend 2 movies to anybody who is listening. The first one is, oh shoot, The Tail That Wags the Dog, or Wag the Dog, I forget. Basically about how a few small people control power in government,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah,
second
that was a
one
good one.
and the second one is Falling Down, which is a movie that I actually submitted in a leave slip because all I wanted to do was to go home. Because holy crap, you know, I just want things to be normal. I don't want to be living. It's that old Chinese proverb. You know, the Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times. I am sick and tired of living in interesting times.
I think that's the truth.
I think a war movie that I would recommend would be All Quiet on the Western Front. That one was pretty interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
I just watched Doctor Strangelove last week, and that actually had a lot of relevance.
Mm. It's like you look back on the past, and the past stares back into you if you're not paying attention. Like if you're willing to learn, then you'll figure something out. But I think Plato said this. I don't know. Too much knowledge is bad. If you know too much, it's a burden that you carry with you. It's just
Because everybody else is stupid.
There's a difference. There's a difference between knowledge and wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if you do not learn or understand your history, you are doomed to repeat it. Is something that I hope many of your history teachers told you.
I've heard that one before. And another one that I like
Very
is
true.
Sun Tzu. Evil men will burn their own country to the ground before they do anything. They'd rather roll over to ashes than give it back to the people.
I don't
That's
know if
pretty
you guys
accurate.
have ever heard this story before. It's about like an officer on the frontier in Russia, you know, USSR at the time. It's like 1985, 86, thereabouts. Uh, Frontier officer, late night, late night, and the and I think you can look up this article. I think it's called "The Man Who Saved the World." But anyways, his radar returns start showing like everything incoming, and like his orders, basically his general orders are, if we're attacked, you have to hit the button right now.
Yeah,
Don't wait for
retaliation.
anything. Don't
Yep.
wait for anything. And he's sitting there and he's like, my radar is telling me everything's coming in. So he picks up the phone and he's like, all right, I got to call somebody and find out what's going on. And it turns out, you know, being in the middle of Siberia in the middle of wintertime, the phone is not very reliable. So he can't get anybody on the phone, and he's got like 5 minutes to make a decision. He's like, all right, I'm supposed to retaliate, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And this, you know, reminds me of Dr. Strangelove. But he chooses not to do what he's supposed to do. And if he had done what he was supposed to do, like, you know, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Yeah, it would have kicked off a world war where basically all superpowers just nuked each other into non-existence.
I want to pause and tell a very similar anecdote. I grew up in a very, very small town in Wisconsin, and we had an interestingly important air base there that was actually nuclear armed, and it was for Cuba. Shortly after, you know, the Reagan-Cuban Missile Crisis, and there is a story that circulated around town, and I can't verify the veracity of it, but you know, apparently at one point we were very close to nuclear war with, you know, Russian armed or USSR armed Cuba at the time, because there was a guy in the 80s in a watchtower who saw bright lights descending, and he was about to put the B2s that were stationed there, like, we never knew they were there, like they just, like, they landed at the night and went into their hangars, and like they just existed and had bombs and everything. He was about to alert the B2s to like get in the air and go. And then he pulled up his binoculars, and it turned out it was a raccoon climbing down a tree.
That's interesting. So it's sort of like a Battle of LA type situation, except for where there's some gunfire and I'm shooting at something in the sky.
I
You
remember
see,
now.
you see my handle. I try to
Sorry.
inject levity.
I remember now the thing that I forgot earlier, and this kind of goes back to what Sassafras was talking about when she mentioned everybody kind of has a story and everything else. For 9/11, actually, there was an artistic project that, and I would have to say this was circa 2004, 2005 thereabouts. It was when I was way more inclined towards art than, you know, politics, and it was actually a collection of people that had prophetic dreams the night before 9/11. And if it was just like one or two people, you'd be like, okay, maybe, maybe not, whatever. But I think this project actually found like hundreds and hundreds of people that had prophetic dreams the night before 9/11, that they all kind of had the same kind of archetypical thing that would make you think like, okay, this is like remote viewing on accident, this is like prophetic dreams, this is some kind of weird um you know, like supernatural nexus that everybody's dreamscape kind of caught a piece of. And it was interesting because none of these people wanted, you know, fame or fortune, or like, oh, I'm the person that dreamed about 9/11 6 hours before it happened. But they all like had connective tissue of like, no, I saw this thing, you know. And I just wanted to throw that one out there. I'm sorry.
Hey, Michael. I actually heard that too, and I'm obviously not going to tell you that you're wrong or right. I heard that too, and I've heard so much about people that were like, it wasn't even a dream. There were people that were literally supposed to be in that building that day that said there was something telling me, okay, I'm late for my kid's appointment, or I should be here. There were so many people, so many people that were supposed to be there that day, that for some odd reason they were not there. And again, this is not to say, okay, God chose like certain people to die, certain people not to die. I'm just saying that there were a lot of people that were supposed to be there and were not there that day. So, I mean, it you know, the spiritual realm does many crazy things. And I don't think that they say, "Oh, you're doomed to die," but I think that, you know, sometimes our life is on a path, and It is what it is. I don't know. I mean, I could die tomorrow and I'd be like, oh God, if I would have stayed. I mean, if I went out and I went driving and it would have been like, oh, if Kirsty would have stayed home that day. You know, you don't know, but it just is. I mean, I think that we can question everything, but God only knows. I mean, honestly, he really does. So I'm gonna yield back. And actually, Sippy, I'm grateful for you to have me here, but I do have to go in truth and Miss Jinx. I'm happy to be here, but I do have to go in a few minutes. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Always appreciate coming by.
Thanks for
You're welcome.
speaking.
Yeah, we're actually way over time, anyways.
Have a good night,
We are.
guys.
So,
Yeah, this probably is our good time to close out for the night. Because yeah, we are over time and we have real jobs outside of X, unfortunately.
So
You have a life, kind of.
So you're talking about prophetic stuff and all that. Like you've heard of Nostradamus, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So like there were things that he said about 9/11 before it happened, many years before. Like the two towers, them coming down. There's all these people that are like talking about the domino effect and everything that could happen and everything. It's interesting. It's just something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, there's also been prophecies about lots and lots of different things. But we're gonna close out the space here. Just a few quick reminders for everybody. Make sure that you follow us on Twitch. Give us those Prime subs if you've got them available. We're also on Rumble, YouTube, X Live. Join our Discord. We are not going to be doing spaces forever. We're eventually going to transition over to all audio coming out of Discord. So the link to that is in our website, which is both Sippy's and my bios. We also have a super cool merch store, especially if you like my political cartoons, because my political cartoons are all over the stuff and it's awesome. Everybody wants to wear, Lindsey Graham riding on a bomb, right?
And it's starting to get cold, so you you want to put Sippy on your face. You know you want to put Sippy on your face. There's a Sippy neck gaiter.
Everybody needs to have Sippy on their face. It's it's the rules.
100%. Yeah.
They also have really awesome JD Vance t-shirts.
Yes. Yeah. I'd love making my political cartoons. I really do. So yeah, so we're going to close out here. We'll be back on Sunday at 5 Pacific for our hangout space. That is we talk about literally anything. We don't stick to politics. It has been politics the last few Sundays, but it's literally talk about anything and everything. 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, 7 o'clock if you're Sippy.
God's time.
I appreciate that you brought me up as an unknown. Thank you.
Everybody have a great night. Thank you.
All right.
Great rest of your week, everybody.